Hey guys, I want to come and talk to you today about anger. That's right. I visited Pele yesterday, as you may or may not know if you've been following the posts on my feed about my visit to Kilauea and my beautiful, amazing offering to Pele and my beautiful day yesterday. And then today I woke up angry. Angry. There was a sense of so much energy coursing through my body, and it really woke me up to this sense that how many of us silence our anger. We don't allow ourselves space for anger. And in fact, how many people believe that being angry is unspiritual, that being angry means that something's wrong and that our vibe is off? I'm gonna call major fucking bullshit on that and tell you what. Anger is just information, just like any other emotion. Anger is just information. Anger is telling you where in your life things are not jamming on all cylinders. Anger is telling you where in your life you are feeling unfulfilled, you are feeling unexpressed, you're feeling censored, you're feeling boxed in, whatever it is that's going on for you. It's time to listen to your anger. When I was a former psychologist, I would see this time and time again, that women would build up essentially a wall around themselves to contain their anger because they didn't feel as though they were supposed to be angry. And what happened when they built up this wall around themselves to contain their anger? Well, they created all of this distance between themselves and between other people because there's a wall around them, right? But what's worse is that their anger would go outward into the world on stuff that maybe they deserve to be pissed about, right? Sometimes shit just makes you fucking angry. Let's just be honest. And instead of it going out and being expressed and being purposeful and being this information that's telling them, it's like a feedback loop that tells them what isn't working in their life, the anger would bounce off the wall that they've built up to contain it and bounce back on them and turn into depression. I have seen this happen over and over and over and over and over again in my work as a psychologist and now in my work as a coach, that so many women will not allow themselves to feel entitled to their anger because they feel as though something is wrong with it, because they've been told that it's unspiritual, that they've been told it's unfeminine. And I'm here to tell you that some of the most angry goddesses in the world are the feminine. They're not the gods, they're the feminine goddesses. It's Pele, it's Kali, it's Lilith. I was just talking to my girl Tamara today about Lilith. She's doing this awesome attunement on the Lilith energy and how we need to be able to embody this sense of that is not fair, that is not working for me, I'm pissed about it, I will no longer stand or abide by this treatment, etc. What do you think is the energy that's going to motivate you to do something like set epic boundaries in your life and business? What do you think is the energy that's going to wake you up to a relationship that is so not working for you and you are so out of its league? It's that anger. There is nothing wrong with being angry. Of course, we don't want to be going off on people and just surging at people with all of this power inside of us. But what we do want to do is listen to it and give ourselves permission to have it, to have that anger, and to listen to the information that it's trying to communicate rather than shutting it off, rather than walling it in, rather than becoming this steam kettle that doesn't have an outlet and so it just explodes all over the place and suddenly you're screaming at your cats because they're meowing at 3 a.m. That may or may not have happened last night. Point being, let yourself be angry. There's nothing wrong with being angry. It's what you do with the angry that really differentiates it from destruction and creation. Anger is not a bad thing. Anger is well entwined with the concepts of power, of sex and sexuality, anger, passion. All of these things are these fiery forces that can either be forces of destruction or forces of creation. The behavior that we choose from these emotions is up to us. But it's not about turning off the emotions. It's about enabling the emotions, giving ourselves permission to feel all of these emotions, and stop bullshitting ourselves that we're not allowed to be angry or fired up or feel like something's unfair, or we're being treated unfairly, or that something isn't, working for us anymore, because that anger is information that we need to listen to. And I'm sick of seeing women silence themselves and turn it on themselves and become this poison inside of themselves. It just ends up making them feel rotten inside. So give yourself permission to be angry today. Give yourself permission to feel as though this isn't working, and that's okay. And now I can choose to come from a place of compassion. I can choose to come from a place of boundaries. I don't have to rage because I've listened to my anger. Anger only turns to rage when we don't listen to it. And so I want to urge you to listen to your emotions, and I want to look at some of these comments we've just gotten over in the thread. Hey, Michelle, great to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Of course I can't see all of the, Tracy says, anger is her passion. I can't see all of the comments going up in the thread, but just touched on this last week. Exactly, Becky. You have to give yourself permission to feel angry, the entitlement to feel angry, because without anger, you're disconnecting yourself from your power. You're disconnecting yourself from this center of energy that exists within you, and you're denying a piece of yourself and divorcing yourself from the section of yourself that says, I'm not allowed to feel this way. This is not allowed to be a part of my world because it's unspiritual or it's unfeminine or it's whatever. All of that's crap. It's complete bullshit. Allow yourself to get angry if you're angry. It's totally okay. And yes, it has to do with the behaviors you choose from that anger. But anger's not the enemy. The enemy is all of the forces in our society that have conditioned us to believe that we have to be anything other than what and who we are. That's your truth for the day, your truthies for the day. I love you all, and I hope that you are all doing great. Sorry, I'm just looking down the comments again. Hey, Royland, great to see you. Becca keeps getting booted. I'm so sorry. You gotta feel the feelings, absolutely. Becky, totally feeling that shit. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, I'll see y'all soon. I'll see you on the other side. Go. If you're feeling angry, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's what you do with it. If you're stuck in anger, that's a problem too. But we don't want to create, the steam kettle for ourselves where we don't allow ourselves to express or feel our emotions. And I find that a lot of the spirituality out there in the world right now is trying to tell us that we're only allowed to feel one thing and that it's not okay to feel it all. Yes, get into high vibe, but you have to listen to all of the information coming in because your emotions are your guidance system. And if you're shutting down some of it, it's basically like saying well, I'm going to drive down the road, but I'm just not going to look at stop signs. I just really get upset when I see stop signs because I don't ever want to stop because what I'm doing is going. Yes, you're going, but sometimes stop signs are important, so things can happen. Anyway, I'll talk to you all soon. I've got a client in 3 minutes. All right, and it's 12:12. How perfect. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.